And a gracious good morning to you, my dears. And it is a gracious morning. I stand in front of an old parking meter that's placed in front of City Hall in Marysville, California. And if Paul would be ever so gracious to pan down, you'll notice that there is a placard that designates this as a apparatus that collects donations to be turned over to the homeless population in Marysville, California. Now, my dears, I have lived local for some time and recently had the great good fortune to decide to move back into Marysville proper. So now Marysville be me home. And I believe that if you're going to live someplace, you really have to live. And that starts with being actively engaged in local government, the process of local government, and the personalities that reside at City Hall who, either appointed or elected, do business on behalf of we the people. Having said that, this is as good a place as any to start, because the whole world knows, at least locally, that we be much short of coin in the public purse. There is no coin. These are hard times. Hard choices have to be made. So what better place to start in the campaign of raising public awareness to just how hard times are than right here at Ground Zero, City Hall, in front of this little apparatus that collects coin to help the homeless population. Perhaps, my dears, there ought to be another apparatus here that has a smart little placard in front of it saying, any and all persons who reside in the city of Marysville who want to help fill the bucket that be the public purse, drop a few coins in. Because in these hard times, with layoffs and cutbacks of services, those coins just may be most important to ensure that the lamps at City Hall never go out. So anyway, if you'll follow me a bit, I thrive on making sure that folks know that so far as this old geezer is concerned, I truly do believe the opening that we sometimes take for granted of a very important document. That be, we the people. Local government, problems in a municipality where we live, all start and end with we the people. We the people get the government we deserve when we fail to take part in elections. We the people are abused and put upon by appointed and elected officials when we the people fail to attend city council meetings or become actively engaged in the process as to how our money is spent, what ordinances and laws are placed in effect that have great import on our daily lives. So I would encourage every single person who resides in the city of Marysville to be actively engaged in the process of making sure that we get the type of government that we feel that we deserve. It's very important in these hard times to be actively engaged in the process. Because I'm going to tell you something, my dears. If we, the people, allow appointed city officials and elected officials to speak on our behalf and never once open our mouths and complain, we deserve exactly what we get. So, my dears, having said all of the aforementioned, I am going to spend a great deal of time on my blog and on YouTube to let the whole world know what is going on in me life. To some, it may not be an extraordinarily important life, but it is the life that I live. And I intend to live it to the fullest, and I intend to share all of the exalted personages met along the path of living that life with every single person who gives me a peek on my blog and on YouTube. So here it is, City Hall, And my dears, I call it Silly Hall because it is Silly Hall when the people who come here to toil away on behalf of we the people feel that they can do whatever they want because we the people are not engaged in the process of making sure that we the people are best served. So in the coming days and months, there will be much that I will say and do, and it is hoped that those of you who are interested will give me a peek. If you like what I have to say, or it elicits a comment from you, feel free to let this old geezer know, because sharing information is important. Good, bad, or indifferent, opinions help mold how we are going to turn out in the future. So this is my opening salvo in my fight to let the whole world know that I think that Marysville, California is a rather brilliant place to live and can be made more brilliant if people act brilliantly. So you have a lovely day out there in YouTube land. Stay tuned. There will be many filmed reports to come, and I'm sure that I will get some people angry, might elicit a giggle or two, but my dears, as you already know, that's what I do. You have a brilliant day out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.